On the heels of the Supreme Court's decision on affirmative action, the University of Minnesota announced it will no longer consider race in its admissions process. They'll also no longer give preference to children of alumni or donors. Sharon Yu has reaction tonight.
Well, Lauren, to simply put all of this, the U is ending affirmative action and legacy admissions, and they say instead they will continue focusing on academics like grades, class ranks, and standardized test scores as factors. But this in itself leaves out a lot of students. As the head girls basketball coach at North Community High School, Brianna Edwards sees young women outside of academia.
Student athletes are natural leaders. They're going to work hard. But how are you going to understand how they can problem solve, right? You can't convey that in an essay.
Edwards says she was disappointed to learn the U's policy change. The U does say on its website that the criteria still remain, quote, holistic, and that they will consider factors like if the student is a first-generation college student or evidence of having to overcome social, economic, or physical barriers to educational achievement through open-ended questions.
I know that a lot of times kids that look like me don't have an opportunity to do summer internships, don't have an opportunity to do a summer job. How do I convey me babysitting my younger siblings as experience?
Plus, Edwards says she's seen in her students financial barriers they face daily.
My first problem going to North is that I had a lot of athletes that decided not to come out to play sports because they needed to work to help their family pay bills.
Money constraints, time constraints, sometimes concerns about home make focusing on test prep, paying for tests, and taking it itself a hurdle.
Their only mentality right now is to survive and get to the next step, is meaning the next day, not next week, not next year, the next day. Like, okay, I got 3 meals today. Do I have 3 meals tomorrow? I understand that they don't want people of color to have an edge, but in reality, it's just equaling the playing field, and we're still 20 steps behind.
The U says sharing race, ethnicity, and family attendance information is optional, but it will only be considered for, quote, recruitment and communication purposes. Back to you.
Sharon, thank you.